My friends, it is great to see you all. I'm sorry we have not had a wrap up in almost a month at this point. But I am never one to make a video when I don't really have things to talk about, and 40k news has been pretty light for the past 2 to 3 weeks. But I was super hyped this week as more things started to come out because we actually do have things to talk about, including some updates for Space Marine 2 and some new Chaos stuff coming for 40k. But I'm HoodGuard, and this is your Monday Warhammer wrap-up. Let's get into it.
The Emperor's light is my torch! Death to the enemy! We shall be the end of you! Feel the might of the Ruinous Powers! For the Emperor!
Alright, you all have waited long enough, so let's hop right into it. First up this week, we have a new vehicle model coming for Space Marines. Outside of the Chaos stuff, it's been pretty quiet for Space Marines overall. They get a lot of their stuff near the beginning of the edition, so lately we've gotten things like the Eldari and the Astra Militarum. But the classic Space Marine vehicle, the Drop Pod, has gotten a new sculpt. And this has always been a little bit of a controversial vehicle just because it is very hard to build, and the doors, which are supposed to move, have always been a little fiddly. In this latest iteration of the Drop Pod, they have removed the Storm Bolter and Deathwind launchers that sat above the passengers. This is done to give it a cleaner look as well as it making more sense for the safety of the passengers. And the biggest change to it is the fact that the doors no longer swing up and down, they are fixed in an open position. And I feel like this is a good thing, especially for my builders out there. I myself am building my very first Dreadnought back here, and I can tell you I hate the moving pieces on these models. And I do get it, there's a balance between the posability and the customization and actually having a model that you can build and looks good when it's finished, but the Drop Pod I don't think needs that balance. I don't know people who are kit bashing a bunch of different doors for these, and I don't know too many people who are super enthused about the fact that they could open before. But for my people who do use and love these drop pods, let me know what you think about the new one in the comments below. Next up, our friends over at Focus Entertainment have come out with a new DLC for Space Marine 2. This is called the Trigon Update, and it features the new Trigon Tyrannid enemy, as well as a new PvE mission, a new weapon, and 2 new DLC cosmetic packs. The Trigon is a towering subterranean monstrosity and is sure to give you all a new challenge in this game. The new PvE mission is called Exfiltration, and you do just that. You exfil a stranded tech priest. But that is deep within Trigon territory, and you're gonna have to contend with them in order to get to the priest. But to assist you with this new mission is the brand new Inferno pistol. This is a small handheld melt weapon that is sure to melt some Tyrannid carapace. Now, as far as the new cosmetic additions go, there is a new chapter pack as well as a new champion pack. The chapter pack features the Wolves of Fenris and has a bunch of new stuff including rune-inscribed armor and the wolf-headed helmets. It also comes with a full skin for the Vanguard class and 3 new weapon skins. On the other end, the champion pack is for the Imperial Fist this time, specifically for the tactical class. You get the classic broom-headed helmet and a special plasma incinerator weapon skin. There are some other things in this update, including prestige ranks and prestige awards, but this was the main body of what's new. Last, but certainly not least today, we have to talk about the Sunday preview. If you were tired of seeing Emperor's Children and wanted updates on more Chaos stuff, here you go. These are the things that you will be able to pre-order this coming Saturday. The 10th edition codex for the Death Guard, including the special edition and the limited box edition, will be going up for pre-order. The limited edition Death Guard box will also be like the Emperor's Children one. It'll come with a version of the codex, it'll come with some coins, and 1/4 of the big Chaos medallion. But that isn't all. The Death Guard are also getting a new battle force as well as a new combat patrol. The battle force, called the Poxrot Vector, will have the Lord of Poxes as its leader. It'll have 7 Plague Marines, 5 Blightlord Terminators, and 3 Demon Engines. This will also be the first place where you're able to get the new Lord of Poxes model before it comes out in its own single pack. The Combat Patrol is of course smaller, but it does have a new makeup. The Combat Patrol will be led by a Lord of Virulence. It'll include a Tallyman, 3 Deathshroud Terminators, 7 Plague Marines, and a Chaos Rhino. And the last one is definitely interesting because it's been a while since we've seen any type of vehicle included in Space Marine combat patrols. And even though I'm not a Death Guard player or even a Death Guard fan, I do enjoy the variation of this box. Now, over in the world of Khorne and the World Eaters, they're getting the exact same things. A brand new codex, which features 3 different editions, a new battle force, and a new combat patrol. The new battle force, called the Gorestorm Slaughter Pack, will be led by the new Slaughterbound model. It'll also feature 9 8-bound that can be built as Exalted 8-bound and 20 Jackals. The Combat Patrol is again, of course, smaller, but not by much, as it's led by a Demon Prince. It also has a Master of Executions, along with 10 Khorne Berserkers and 10 Jackals. And again, they're switching it up and trying to make sure that these combat patrols have enough variation to be marketable and appealing to you. The last bit of chaos in this Sunday preview was the Combat Patrol for Emperor's Children. They've already released their big box and all these separate pieces for sale, but they hadn't come out with a Combat Patrol yet. This is probably the more simple of the Combat Patrols that we've seen today, but it comes with a Lord Exultant, 2 trios of Flawless Blades, and then 10 Infractors. The Infractors can also be built as Tormentors if you're feeling like switching it up. The last thing going up for pre-order that we have to talk about is one new omnibus coming from Black Library called The Legends of the Wolf. This is a Space Wolves omnibus and will feature the 3 novels The Blood of Azaheim, Stormcaller, and The Hellwinter Gate, as well as the short story Kraken. This is a Chris Rate omnibus, as he's the one who wrote those 3 novels, so I'm very excited to pick it up and see his classic take on the 6th Legion. But alright, my friends, that is going to about do it for today. Thank you guys always for watching, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one.